students of English 6. Welcome to session 9 of the class, okay? Good morning, Marjorie.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to get started our session of the class. And for today, we are going to be working on session 9. And to be specific, we are going to be working on unit 14. So that's what it means. That's the title of the unit, okay? For today, before to get started our session 9, I want to explain you something really important for you. We are going to have a poll in order for you to answer, okay? Vamos a tener una encuesta, muchachos, en la sesión 9. Esta encuesta es para saber su opinión, ¿ok? En cuanto al desarrollo de la clase, cómo se ha venido trabajando la clase de inglés 6 del turno de la modalidad dominical. Es importante para nosotros como universidad y como docente saber el desempeño y el desarrollo que ha tenido esta clase, ¿ok? Entonces son una serie de preguntitas que nos gustaría que antes que inicien la sesión la llenen, no les va a tomar nada, no más de 5 minutos. Por ejemplo, tenemos preguntas, ¿considera que esta clase está organizada de manera que ayuda a su aprendizaje, sí o no? El contenido y material de la clase tiene la suficiente calidad y claridad para ser entendido y puesto en práctica, siempre, casi siempre, a veces nunca. Los ejercicios, tareas y exámenes corresponden al contenido visto en la clase, siempre, casi siempre, a veces nunca. Las instrucciones en las tareas y ejercicios de la clase han sido claras y concisas, sí o no. ¿Cómo cataloga el nivel de complejidad de las tareas y ejercicios de la clase? Alto, medio, bajo, nulo. ¿Recibe retroalimentación del docente después de enviar tareas o preguntas abiertas? Sí o no. ¿Cómo evalúa la calidad de las sesiones sincrónicas? En este caso, nuestras sesiones sincrónicas que tenemos cada fin de semana. Las sesiones Zoom con el docente. Excelente, bueno, regular, malo, muy malo. ¿Cómo cataloga la comunicación con su docente para el desarrollo efectivo de la clase? Excelente, bueno, regular, malo, muy malo. Del 1 al 5 califique al docente en cuanto a su experiencia, conocimiento y profesionalismo en la clase, siendo 5 excelente y 1 muy bajo. Del 1 al 5 califique la atención recibida por el docente, de igual manera siendo 5 excelente y 1 muy bajo. El docente estimula la motivación e interés por la materia, siempre, casi siempre, a veces nunca. Y acá tenemos una respuesta, una pregunta abierta, perdón. ¿Qué consejo le daría a su docente para mejorar en esta clase? Entonces ahí ustedes van a escribir algo de acuerdo a la pregunta que se les está realizando, ¿ok?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, guys. Today we are going to be working about. I want to explain something. We're going to be focused on nonverbal communication. Okay, and communication we have two different type to communicate. Okay, we have two different manners to communicate ourselves. The number one is verbal, and the number two is nonverbal. So for that, we are going to be working on nonverbal communication, okay? And when we talk about nonverbal communication, we refer to gestures. Gestures could be movement of our face, our hands, or any other part of our body, okay? So uh, in here we have um, the grammatical explanation. As I was explaining to you, we are going to be talking about nonverbal communication, in this case, gestures, okay? We're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, there we have gestures. Uh, Nonverbal communication gestures explanation. A gesture is a form of nonverbal communication or non-vocal communication in which visible bodily actions communicate particular messages, either in place of or in conjunction with speech. Gestures include movement of the hands, face, or other parts of the body. Okay. Como les estaba explicando, vamos a estar trabajando en la comunicación no verbal. Recordemos que el proceso de comunicación tiene dos maneras de comunicarnos entre sí. Tenemos la comunicación verbal y la comunicación no verbal. Cuando nos referimos a la comunicación no verbal, nos referimos a los gestos. A veces, por ejemplo, yo puedo levantar mi mano y ondearla y eso puede significar un hola, que estoy saludando a alguien. Entonces, los gestos incluyen movimiento de nuestras manos, de nuestro rostro o de nuestras partes del cuerpo para transmitir un mensaje. En este caso, una comunicación no verbal. Es decir, porque no estamos haciendo uso de nuestra de la parte expresiva de sonido de nuestra lengua, no estamos emitiendo ningún sonido, ningún código. Entonces, en esta parte estamos utilizando la comunicación no verbal, ¿ok? In here we have a video tutorial that you can watch it on YouTube about nonverbal communication gestures. We are going to take a look at it, okay? Okay.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. We're just taking a look at the video. Sure took a look.
No se escucha nada.
So in there you have different type of gestures that we use to communicate ourselves in nonverbal communication, okay? Let's remember, for those ones who are getting joined with right now, we are talking about communication, in this case, nonverbal communication. And we define nonverbal communication with gestures. We use gestures to communicate ourselves. In this case, gestures could be movement of our hands, face, and any other part of the body, okay? Right now, we are going to do a practice exercise as a team. We are going to look at one image and we are going to match the image with the sentences, okay? Okay. So we are going to get started our practice exercise and look at the picture child before and match the phrases and the boss with gestures, okay? In here we have number one, which is angry, and this refers to letter A. Okay, so we are going to continue with number two. Image number two, what does it refer to? Image number two.
Um,
Yes.
we need help.
We need help. Okay. Letter D. Okay, we type. We need help. Letter D. Excellent. Number 3. Image number 3. What does it refer to? Image number 3. The one I'm pointing out right now.
Stop.
A stop, which is letter A. A stop. A stop, which is letter A. Okay. Image number 4. What does it refer to? Those people, what are trying to say or to communicate?
We need taxi.
We need a taxi. Yes. We need a taxi, which is letter letter C. Letter C. Okay. And the last one, but not least important, number 5. What does it refer?
I want to turn.
I want to turn.
Yes.
I want to turn, which is letter B.
B.
Letter B. Okay. Yes, that is letter B. Okay, now we're going to submit our answers and we are going to check them. Okay. 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 We're going to take a look at it. Okay. Okay, I think. Okay, it's okay. So in here, I need to correct them. Of course, once that you submit your answers, I'm going to be shaking then, okay? Because it's a practice exercise. So respuesta, we need help, D, stop E, we need a taxi, C, and I want to turn B, okay? And here also you are going to have an exercise that is going to be evaluated and you are going to complete the sentences. And this exercise goes for 5 points, okay? This one you need to do it by yourself. And then we are going to be moving on. Do we have a question so far? Sorry. Do we have a question so far about nonverbal communication?
No
teacher.
question, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Now we are going to be moving on to the next topic, which is modal verbs, okay? We use modal verbs to express actions for obligation, for permission, and for prohibition, okay? In here we have the grammar explanation about it. And as I mentioned before, when we want to express permission, prohibition, not allowing something, obligation or not obligation, we use modal verbs, okay? For permission, we use can, may, and could. For prohibition, we use can't and negative contraction and mustn't and negative contraction. And for obligation, we use have to and must, okay? And we use don't have to show that there is not obligation, okay? Don't have to, we use it to express actions for not obligation, okay? But now we are going to read some examples and we are going to read the definition. For permission, can is must often used to ask for or give permission, but may and could are also possible even though they are not used as often as can. For example, can I borrow a pen? You can sit here. The seat is free. Could I open the window? May I ask a question? For prohibition, we use can't and mustn't in negative contraction. Can't and mustn't, must not in this case, are used to show that something is prohibited, not allowed. You can't go into the restaurant without a tie. You can't drive in this country unless you are over 18. You mustn't use your phone in class. Can usually gives the idea of something that is against the rules when sometimes we break the rules, okay? Mustn't usually means that is the speaker who is setting the rule, okay? For example, you must get joined to the Zoom meetings every single Sunday. And for obligation, we use have to and must. Both of them are used to express obligation, but there is a slight difference in the way that they are both used. Have to shows that the obligation comes from someone else, not the speaker. This is usually referring to a rule or law. And we have to be at the airport at least 2 hours before the flight. I have to work on Saturday. Okay. Eh, they have to wear their uniform at school. Must showed us that the obligation comes from the speaker. I must hand in my thesis by tomorrow. I really must call my parents. Another example, sorry, another example using must, it could be, you must get joined to the Zoom meetings every single Sunday.
Okay.
It's just an example. Here, here is an example of the difference between have to and must. For example, my doctor said that I have to stop smoking or I'll risk serious problems. Okay, in this case, I have no choice. So I must stop smoking. It's costing me too much money. It's, well, it's my decision, so I have to, or I must stop smoking. We use don't have to show that there is not obligation. You can do something if you want, but if it is not an obligation, you don't have to wear a tie to go to that restaurant, but it will be nice. You didn't have to call for me. I could have got a taxi. Students don't have to wear a uniform to school. In here, we have a short list with the modal verbs to express permission, prohibition, and obligation and not obligation in positive and negative form. Okay, you can take a look at it from your in the platform, and you need to be careful about the difference between mustn't and don't have to. Mustn't means that it's not allowed or it's a bad idea. Okay, that was I was explaining. Sorry, that was exactly what I was explaining before to you. Okay. Right now, is it clear the explanation, guys? Is it clear the explanation for you?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Um, can you explain me better what is the difference with must and have to?
And must and have to. Yes. Okay. In here, for example, hay una pequeña diferencia entre el uso de ambos. El have to nos muestra que la obligación viene de alguien más, no del que está hablando. Es decir, que alguien, por ejemplo, el maestro a los estudiantes, por ejemplo, you have to do the exam, ¿ok? Tú tienes que hacer el examen. La obligación viene de una persona más o de alguien para otra persona, ¿ok? Esto realmente es cuando nos referimos a una regla en cuanto a las leyes. Por ejemplo, you don't have to drive drunk. No tienes que conducir en estado de ebriedad. Y el must lo utilizamos cuando la obligación viene ya de la persona, de mí mismo. Por ejemplo, si yo quiero decirle a alguien que no debe realizar algo, es cuando viene en sí de la persona natural. Por ejemplo, si usted me dice, yo no debo de conectarme a las sesiones Zoom, entonces el must viene de usted, de la persona que está hablando, ¿ok?
Okay.
Si ven acá, por ejemplo, I, está el pronombre personal, es decir, que refiere que es la persona en sí que está expresando la acción con must, que la obligación en este caso. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Exactly.
We
Ah,
will be you must clean the house.
mm, well, yes, it could be possible, but let's remember in this case you will say I must clean my house because it's for you the obligation, but you can also use it in this case if we want to refer to someone else cuando la obligación viene de alguien más. En este caso utilizamos have to, pero cuando viene de alguien más. Pero si usted le quiere referirse que una obligación a otra persona, sí puede utilizar el must, ¿ok?
Okay.
Aquí dice, when the obligation comes from the speaker, cuando la obligación viene del hablante, de la persona que
Okay.
está hablando, ¿ok?
Okay.
Ok, perfect. ¿Alguien más? ¿Alguna pregunta? Do you have any question? Okay, okay. Right now we are going to make a practice exercise. Where is it? Okay, in here, practice exercise. Okay, we are going to choose the correct modal verb for these sentences, okay? Okay, you mustn't or don't have to come to the meeting, but it will help us if you're there. Number one or number two?
Number one.
Okay, okay. Are you sure?
No.
Um,
Okay, I will say don't have to, okay? According to the explanation, I will say don't have to. But
Okay.
let's try with mustn't, no problem. Let's try with mustn't. No problem. I can get a connection on my phone. Have to or can?
have
Number
to.
Um,
are you sure?
can
Okay, can.
can I borrow yours?
Yes. Okay, the rules say that you can have to only invite one guest to the club. Number one or number two?
Number two. Have
Okay,
to.
okay, excellent. Number four, I must or have to stay on for a few hours because I rather work late today than over the weekend. One or two?
Mm, what is the meaning of rather?
Prefiero.
Okay.
Preferiría trabajar más tarde hoy que todo el fin de semana.
Have to.
Okay. Number five, there's a lot of noise coming from outside. Must or could I close the window?
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, now we are going to submit our answers and we are going to check them if they are right or wrong, okay? In this case, is don't have to, okay? The correct answer for number one is don't have to, okay?
Okay.
And number two is correct, can. And number three, the correct answer is can, not have to, it's can, okay?
Okay.
And number four is must.
Must.
Must, yes, the correct answer. And number five is could. Could. Okay. For you to get to be clear a little bit more, so you need to read according to the context of the sentences, and you need to analyze according. For example, you remember the can, may, and could is for permission. Can't and mustn't is for prohibition. Have to and must is for obligation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then you are going to let me see. Okay. Great. Okay. Perfect. Right now, then we are going to be talking, or right now we are going to be talking about the importance of traffic signs, okay? And have you ever wondered why traffic signs are important? Have you ever wondered?
Um, Traffic signs.
Oh,
Stop.
uh-huh. But why are they important for
Oh,
us?
why? Sorry.
Yes, no problem.
Because
Why?
what?
No problem. It's okay. No problem. It's okay. Why traffic signs are important for us? Why?
Um, cause it's ¿cómo le podría decir?
Okay.
Uh, cause are the rules um for the yes, ¿cómo es que se dice? Por el bienestar, creo que es safety, creo.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for your participation. Okay. Traffic signs or road signs are really important because it provides us information about places, about highways, about road signs. Okay, those are that is important of traffic signs. In here we have different images of different traffic signs or road signs that we have. One way, stop, road work ahead, under construction, bicycle, interstate, stop, no turn in U, speed limit, no passing zone, and so on and so on. Okay, may I have a volunteer to read the definition of traffic signs, please?
Me, teacher.
Okay.
Traffic sign on road sign are seen erect at the side of or above road to give it instruction and provide information to road user. The earliest is correct the pronunciation, teacher?
Earliest, the earliest.
Okay. The earliest seen were simple wooden or stone milestone. Later, seen with the direction and were introduced. For example, the firepost in the United Kingdom and
Ye-
their wonder counterpart in Sanoxy.
yes.
The next teacher.
Yes, please. Continue, please.
With traffic volume, increasing since the
Na-
19,
30s?
1920,
30s, 30s, 30s.
1930, many countries have adopted pictorial sign on otherwise simple and standardized their sign overcome language barriers. And what is the pronunciation, teacher?
Uh,
Enhance.
let me see. Otherwise, simplify and standardize their signs to overcome language barriers and enhance traffic safety. So,
Okay.
okay.
Such pictorial sign use symbol of them silhouettes.
Silties.
Silhouettes in play of word are in players word and are usually
Us-
usually based of
usually,
usually based on international protocol. Such signs were first developed in and
hero
have been Europe and have been adopted by most countries to varying degree.
degrees. Okay, thank you so much. So in here we have the importance of the correct use or the right use of the traffic signs, okay? And now we are going to make a practice exercise related to traffic signs, okay? Okay, everything, okay. Something is happening in here. Okay, perfect. Okay, select the right traffic sign for each item, okay? Okay, and this one, number at head only, no left turn, two-way traffic straight ahead, stop or not overtaking. Which one?
No left turn.
Okay, no left turn. Number 2, select the right traffic sign. Maximum speed limit, not U-turns. Two-way traffic straight ahead. Roadworks, no right turn.
Two-way traffic straight ahead.
Excellent. Number 3, crossroad, no overtaking. Stop, no U-turns, giveaway.
No
No
use.
U-turns.
Okay. Now we are going to submit every answers and we are going to check them if they are right or wrong. Okay. Let me see. It's correct. Number 1. Number 2 is correct as well. Number 3, it's correct. And number 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good job, guys. And if you have a question, uh, do not doubt to ask. Okay. Because it's important to ask. ¿Alguna pregunta, muchachos, en cuanto a la sesión 9? Estamos llegando ya a la parte final de nuestra
No.
sesión 9, inglés 6. Ok, si no tenemos preguntas en cuanto a la comunicación no verbal, en cuanto a gestos, los verbos modales para prohibición, permiso y obligación y no obligación, y las señales de tránsito o de tráfico.
It's clear for me, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time and your hard work. Also for your dedication, okay? And if you have any question during the session for you to ask, okay? You can ask all the time and through the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay, have a great Sunday. Take care, everybody. And I cannot wait to see you into the next session, okay?
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
See you next session.
Okay,
Take care.
bye. Okay, bye.